What's up, guys? We are out in the garage. I'm kind of bored. I don't want to go out tonight because I want to get up early tomorrow, Saturday, to go riding. I got a cool place I want to take the camera to show up some good riding around here. So we kind of cleaned up all the parts from this Kx100 last night. And then I decided, I was talking about doing a crazy build on this, and then I still might do that, but after searching the VIN number, this frame, it's actually a little older than, it said it's a 2001, but it's actually a 97, which, if I'm reading right, 97 is an oddball year. I kind of want something like early 2000s, like, then all the parts are interchangeable. So I might look for another one to do a big build on, like a 2005 or 6, something like that. No, like between the 2006, 2010, that'd be ideal. But then anyways, so I was like, I'm gonna put the motor in there and just make sure it runs. And then I'm thinking, let me just put this whole bike together to see what I'm missing, what's good, what isn't good, and see if it's worth powder coating all this stuff, or if I should just clean it up and resell it. But anyways, enough of that. When I was looking at the frame, and then I started noticing that this frame's been messed with. This doesn't look factory. Somebody had sanded all the paint off over here, and then there's definitely like some cut marks. Like, as if somebody cut this. You know, this isn't factory looking over here. There's something going on over there. There's a booger weld over here. That's the coil bracket, I think. And then this up here, I'm not sure. This might be factory. I'm not too sure. The bearing races were a little rusty, but I used this wire wheel to clean in here. So, and I used the vacuum just to get some of the heavy dirt and crap that was off. So I'm gonna put the motor in this thing. I think I'm gonna try to put it all together, minus the rear shock, obviously. And I want to see if this motor really does run, you know. And then I'll make a list of what it does need, and I'll make up my mind. But I mean, I know it needs an air box, but let's see what we got. I mean, it's not too hard to put this thing together. And I personally hate having this mess of parts. I'd rather have a whole bike together, and then when I get to it, I'll take it apart again. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit more on that frame, and then maybe I'll probably record putting it together. We'll see what I do. Oh dang, what do we got here? Looks like it might be a Kx100 frame. Alright guys, we're in here. Look at this. Oh man, was making some real good progress. We got the front on, we got the carb on with all the cables routed correctly, I think. And then I was almost getting ready to go to the store to get a set of grips. And then, you know, I'm running out of parts to put on there. This is the hardware I got left. There's definitely a lot of extra stuff. We got extra stuff from a steering stem. I bet you these are bolts from a triple tree. This is all like front end stuff from something else, some random bolts. This actually is the clamp for the coolant hose that goes to the head. These might be from another bike. And then I got all these extra 8 mils. These washers I know are for the front fender. There was like a raggedy front fender I got with it, and I threw it out, but I took those out of it. And then we have some more bolts that have nuts on them. And I know, so what I did was I put a bolt in every hole for the plastics. Up there for the shock, I put in the top shock bolt. I'm getting ready to do the lower linkage. But what I did, I put a bolt in every hole so everything has a home. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt on all the parts I have, everything I have, and then I'm going to make a list of what's left. And we'll order that stuff up. And then I know the rest of this hardware, it's just extra hardware. But everything was going good, and then I ran into a problem where I got to take some stuff back apart. It's been a while since I've had one of these apart this far. So when I put the swing arm on, there was no spacers or anything, and I was just like, oh, I got plenty of extra hardware. I'll just find some washers to space it out where it needs to be. So I did that, and then I'm getting ready to put on this lower linkage, and then these pieces and then these pieces were on the side too. You know, like this and this. And I'm looking, and they go over here on the frame, and let me get a light. And I'm looking, those brackets have a hole on either end, and I'm going, where can I put this? So I'm looking, oh, that's too bright. Okay. So I'm looking and I'm going, you know, the bracket, it bolt on here, and then I'm going, where the hell did the other 2 ears go? You know, I'm looking, I'm going, you know, where did these other 2 ears go? And now and then I realized the other 2 go up to the back of the motor. So that these ears go like this, you know. So I gotta take I'm gonna try to just prop the swing arm up where it's at, because I got the chain adjusted and everything, but and we're gonna see if I can just slide this bolt out and slide those in, hopefully. It's not gonna be that easy. I'm not gonna film it because I'll probably be swearing a lot. But man, it was looking pretty good. It's getting there. It actually looks like a whole bike now. And then for the parts left, so I'm gonna strip the pegs and the plate off of that frame. I got these parts here. That's an empty box, and this here is the original shock that the guy took all apart. And there's some new parts, new shock related parts in there too. But man, that stinks. I gotta take the swing arm bolt apart and stuff, but it's not too bad. I just wish I didn't have the wheel and the chain adjusted. We'll get it though. But shoot, it's a bike again. Look at that, huh? Who knows how long this thing was apart for. But we'll get to that. I'll go swear on my own and I'll come back. Thanks.